I have a son who's 28 years old. He lives in his own place with a housemate, and he's had individualised funding for some years now. How that works for us is that legally I'm the employer of the support staff that work for him. I have very little interest in doing payroll or taxation or pension plans or any of that sort of stuff. So we do what's called shared management in Western Australia, and I have an agency which in the end has a whole infrastructure that's designed and set up to enable them to do that. So they do that backroom sort of stuff. We do the recruitment, we do the training and hire and performance manage his staff. And that's all in the context of having a vision for his life, which he has a say in, and a sense of what is important to him. And then his support staff are his arms and legs to help bring that into action. So individualised funding has been fantastic for him in the way that we've been able to action it, because he now has people who are peers, his own age, who work with him. That's opened up a world of opportunities. It's opened up an attractiveness in his whole system so that other people are coming into getting to know him, where years ago he was seen as a social isolate with challenging behaviours and behaviour problems. He's now seen as a very laid-back, cool dude who's good to be around and can be interesting and entertaining, sometimes quiet and a little boring, but nonetheless many people are attracted into his orbit. That didn't used to be the case. So that's some of the good things. On the downside, I think, and it's probably not a function of individualised funding, but just the nature of the funding means that we perhaps fall into the trap of going to paid supports rather than informal supports a bit too quickly sometimes. And we do work on the informal supports, but perhaps we can do a little bit more on that front.